Have you ever heard this? If you have, listen.
We can use this as like a little clip in for me when I'm editing.
Yeah. Good to be here, though. Ter'ell Shahid, what's up, brother?
How you doing, man? Cody in the building, man.
Bro, I'm glad to finally get you in here, dog.
Dude, I'm
We've
glad
been waiting
to be here. I love your show. You're spreading the love.
Bro, you said some really nice things to me, bro, and I just want to express, like, on the public waves, thank you, because especially coming from a guy like you, who I respect, from many facets. And then you just happen to bring this character over here. And
yeah, man.
What's up, D?
What's happening, man? You know, sorry, I don't watch anybody's shows. my eyes are bad,
dude. Yeah, you know, well, we put all this money into the production quality too for fucking nothing. Thanks a lot, bro.
You're welcome.
Just so you can hear the audio. No, actually, dude, audio is the most important. Would you agree?
I agree. It sounds good. It sounds professional.
Well, and it's like it's one of those things too. Like in any production, the audio, I feel like it starts there.
It really does. I hate when movies don't have good audio.
Dude,
if you have crisp video and terrible audio, it's immediately recognizable.
You see that? You see when the movies like they're booming, and then they start talking. You have to turn it up. You're trying to get the audio, you're trying to get the dialogue to happen.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, like an explosion goes off, and you're deaf. Yeah.
Well, dude, and
someone calls the police.
Yeah, I've always found it like interesting too, like how directors will use music. Like Scorsese is a perfect example. He's like the kind of director who I've wondered, like, whenever he comes up with like something, does he hear the music first and then the scene comes, or is it the scene and then the music accompanies? That's why I'm like. Because music is like it hits that nerve somehow. Yes. So for me, I don't know. That's why I'm like,
you change the music to a scene, it's a different scene.
It 100%. Or in some cases, like some movies, No Country has literally zero music,
or nothing to
which
make
is
it
crazy.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude,
to make it very uncomfortable. So the whole time you're like, no,
dude. You could re-edit a horror movie and it'd be like you could make it like Cabbage Patch Kids. Like,
you really
for real.
It's weird, like how money all of a sudden something that's like scary is funny.
Yeah, dude.
Well, no pun intended, but I like to watch action movies.
Yeah,
and
it sounds exciting.
DVDs.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it, D.
Like if I'm watching a Steven Seagal movie or something like that, it cuts the DVD, cuts out. That's why I got a bunch of VHSs, because you can hear all the punches. Like it ain't cutting out. Like it's two-way hi-fi, and it's just like totally like it's after. I'm like, man, I ain't. I'm going back to my VHS.
Dude, Indiana Jones, the punch sound effect is a gun. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, and also you're welcome for that. You remember I helped you install that DVD player, don't you?
Yeah.
Bro, so Miss Annie Steele.
Yeah, what's up? Shout out, Miss Annie.
She's. By the way, I told her I was having you on D, and she was like, "I'll listen in." I love her to death, but she's like, "Hey, I'm going over to D Madison, need some help with his DVD player." And first off, this is like the first DVD player ever made, apparently, because it had like all like the 5 different. Whatever color
You've had
chords.
that one forever,
bro.
Yeah.
No, and I came over, and I don't know if you remember this, bro, but like I was putting it in, right, and I'm like fucking like diffusing a bomb here or something, and I'm like I get it hooked up, and the audio is working, but the picture I can't get the video, and so I'm sitting there like debating, like should I just fucking not say it? Just like it's not. I'm like I can't do that.
No.
And then I was like, yo, dude, like I can't get the picture working. I'm like, but it's fine, right? He's like, nah, man, I gotta have the picture for the ladies. I was like, oh man,
D madness,
bro. This guy's got more game with a 95 DVD player than
me. What are the ladies want to watch?
Do you put on a Seagal for the ladies?
Some of them.
Some of them can hang.
Some of them like,
dude,
deep cover. They like all kinds of stuff. I got a lot of classics in my house.
Dude, it's actually good to own the content that because like everybody streams shit now. Nobody owns anything, and it's like, no, it's actually good to own shit.
It is.
Oh, big time.
Do you see that it's kind of a weird thing that things are going back to where their VHS has got value?
It's like records.
It's weird.
Right?
In the estate sale, they got excited about a Walkman and a VHS.
Take all this shit.
I'm like, really?
Wow. See, VHS, fuck that. You got to rewind it. Nah.
I didn't like that. Cassettes also. People coming back to this.
You guess
people are dealing with
those too.
That's weird, right?
It is weird. That is weird. Like a record, at least you don't have to rewind.
I understand the vinyl. I dig the vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl, it makes more sense than VHS because you think about like the fidelity of the music. But with VHS, it was like a notoriously terrible medium.
We were pissed off. Weren't we messing with that?
Yeah.
Depends on who you ask. We just had this conversation.
That's right. That's right.
We're talking about VHS right now. Dude.
But, yeah,
It's
man.
just,
I mean,
some
but
things
it's
sound
coming
better.
back. It does sound better.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
It is
Well, that's
made-
like the difference between recording digitally versus analog. I
Right.
still think that it's better to do analog.
I'm
You
an
just have
analog
some of the
fan
headroom.
for
with
sure.
Oh,
analog, yeah.
dude. Well, and it's like, there's that, like, you can't fake like a digital brass or like any wind
done-
instrument. It's like it's never gonna sound the same as literal actual.
You know what? They've done a great job, but when you look into it, the reason they've done a great job in digital in mimicking is that they really mimicked it. Meaning that they actually went through the real process so
Instead
that
of-
the sample sounds exactly like
Yeah.
it should, because it actually did go through the process before they made the sample. So they've come. I mean,
They're getting better.
they're. I mean, you know, they're up on it. I feel them.
Isn't it like when you watch a movie with CGI and you're like, this looks too. Like it's the same, but it's like the listening to it part. You're like, this feels artificial. It feels.
You can't put your finger on it, right?
Yeah, like there's a something missing.
There's something about it that sort of takes you out of the listening experience, and I think that AI and CGI, or not AI, but digital instruments and CGI have kind of followed the same trajectory, right? In
Right.
terms of like getting good enough to be
They
passable.
got pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, I have to give it to them. You know.
Yeah.
Because I used to be like a staunch like practical effects guy all the way.
Right,
It's like
right.
the grosser
I mean, I
and
still
realer
am,
it
bro.
looks. Yeah. But if I see AI in a movie now, I'm not like, or not, why do I keep saying AI? CGI.
Yeah, right.
It's the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, at this point. I'm not pissed at it. I'm like, okay, yeah.
You know.
Like Superman's hair.
Right.
Superman's hair was CGI in this new movie.
fucking.
You're lucky. That's all. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't really need them at all, the actors or anything. There's a new actor. The actress is supposed to be. They're debating whether she should be an actress or not, because it's completely artificial. You know,
Are
Oh,
actors
interesting.
talented,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
or do they just have knee pads? Yay!
Hey.
or both.
That's gonna
Very
be-
talented people with knee pads.
Dude,
They got talent enough to put on the knee pads. Yeah.
how do you think they really got to the top? Huh? There is the element of like, I don't know, you could call it like brown nosing, or but like I think being like networking and just being cool with people and supporting is like not
I like that.
that's
part.
a good thing.
That's a normal
That's
thing.
a different thing.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
different thing.
That's totally, you know.
Like, okay,
you can
okay.
always tell the
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
So,
You can totally
so
tell.
you're so D, you're at the mothership a lot. That's like very LA vibes.
Yeah. Huh?
I feel like people from LA are like meeting you, like, what is this guy? What can he do for me or her? You know, I feel like it's like there's an angle with people.
yeah.
It's like, or they treat you. Their treatment of you is based on their perception of your status.
Of your status.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
As someone from LA, like, yes, that is 100%.
Yes, 100%.
So
100%, yes.
their fucking stink is all over our beautiful city.
That shit.
I did not say that. The views and opinions of Cody
Bro,
Cast may
hey,
not-
I said what I
the whole
said.
of all people.
I got one right next to my. No, I'm kidding. Actually, Kai's one of the good
No,
ones. Kai's one of the good
right.
ones.
Well, see, think about it.
Not everybody in LA is
You
terrible.
expose
Yeah.
people. All these people that you've had on, like they exposes Austin. Like D minus.
Yeah.
I said this in one time we went back when South by was South by. They would actually get all the Austin bands. It was a display of Austin.
Yeah.
And
Were you at the first South by?
I was probably at the first South by.
I was
I'm pretty
probably-
sure that I played it. But they used to ask us to. I mean, they would pay us to play. I mean, it was
Yeah.
like, like, listen, we want to build this up so people can see what you guys live like 6 nights a week, right? It was pretty incredible, right? And so I remember when we did the thing at Mohawk, D. I and shout out to all those people that were on that, man.
Man, I had
Bavu Blake, so everybody that was
and that chick,
yeah.
and Yazzie were too. Both
Yeah.
of them from DC.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I played, and then Mojo.
Right, and Mojo and everybody. So we're playing, and I said, listen,
It also means I played 7 times, 6.
that's right, you probably played all
I played
night.
in every band.
But you got to think
Wait,
about
have
this.
you been playing with other bands, bro?
How could you believe it or not?
But I think they wrote about it because I said I kind of thought I was like tripping. Like, here's this dude coming out with this attitude, arrogant. But I said they call us the music industry, but the people that are least paid are the actual hardcore musicians. If it's the music industry, someone like D Madness, who plays over 21, whatever, I don't know how many instruments, 20 something instruments,
Jesus.
should be at the head of the pay game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If indeed it truly is the music industry, you know what I'm saying? And really it's the entertainment industry, and that's why we don't see what we're really supposed to see all the time when it comes to like the hardcore, deep into it trenches.
Well, and I think a lot of artists too aren't savvy on that part, dude. Like they're like, you know, I know it's like we have a friend, Raul. He's insanely talented, but he's just never given a shit about any of the business part, which is like, if you have both, you're a rare breed.
Yeah, I understand both.
Yeah. I'm curious about that with you, D, because
like
you've been around the game for a minute, so it's like you've seen it all. I'm like, those relationships matter, and like how people are, you know.
Is it a better commodity to get someone who's smart, or is it better to own a stupid person though? So you got to look at it from their point of view, is what I'm saying.
Right? Yeah, like because someone who's stupid
to you it makes it's smart. It's better that we know the game, but to us we know the game, right? And then that means you're a threat.
If you're naive to it, then you're easy to take advantage of.
Right.
I can't own all of you because you don't need me, right? But if I own somebody who needs me 100%, I make more money actually in the long haul. You know what I'm saying? So do we look like as good of a commodity as regular society thinks you look like? You know, like.
So how do you make yourself irreplaceable?
You have to actually make your own thing, literally your own business, your own brand, your own
unique
sound,
voice,
your own and your own way of reaching your audience. Now it's literally your own lane must be created, because that way no one can actually come in and you can't get canceled, you can't get fired, you can't.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that was like Louis.
Right.
Like when they tried to cancel Louis, like they canceled all his shit, like that was his like network shit, but like he's still got a fan base.
Oh yeah,
it's alarmingly white, but he's got a fan base.
Still there. Yeah,
it still exists.
Dude. But yeah. So in a sense, being undeniable is the way you make yourself irreplaceable.
And you have to kind of learn to do all those pieces that we're talking about, the jobs. And that, you know,
it's not just being an excellent musician; it's knowing
what is that going to do? Yeah.
How to entertain, how to work with other people.
Well, luckily,
move product.
I got somebody who
Set
does
up
the
product.
other half.
How to
for
sell
me.
drinks.
You got a secretary?
I got a social media guy, Sean B.
Yeah, Sean B helps
BC.
my boy.
He helps me, you know,
That
shout
stuff.
stuff, and that he does all that.
That's critical
extra
because
work.
I mean, but your presence online is a like.
I'm too tired to be.
And also, you're too busy.
Yeah. I don't. So you need
well, I
somebody
think
at
what
least,
most people want to
especially
do
for
is
me, I'm
be.
not that savvy with that particular.
All right.
Yeah.
Not being on the internet and stuff. I don't even.
Most people that have big companies aren't either. Somebody else is doing. They know what to do and where to go, but they're not technically doing all those jobs.
Yeah.
So it's a different.
Yeah. Like I'm doing like all the work for this podcast, right? But the idea is we get popular enough that I can just pay somebody else to do all that work.
You would have to if
and
you
actually
got busy enough.
because it's a different hat to be doing the editing, and then a different hat to be doing the.
We're doing everything.
You know,
separately.
the booking, a different hat to be doing the content. What we can talk about.
How much time is this? You know, that
Exactly.
You
Like,
about? Yeah.
there's all these different things, and I talk about this with him, and like people are like, sometimes it's hard to put on one or to like just switch hats.
Right.
It's like quickly.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That's what I'm.
It's a different. I mean, like I said, it's a different. So you don't really. You have to think about all that information on top of just being a musician or a writer. That's a lot of stuff to conquer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I still book myself most of the time.
Right.
I understand, you know. I understand a lot more about it, but you know, I'm not like trying to do it all myself. But
what did you say
I am
that
keeping tabs on everything and learning? So if I don't know, I know what fuckery is.
Well, so would you say is it more important what you say yes to or what you say no to?
Both.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine what you say no to can be almost just as important.
It needs to be.
I listen very carefully.
Yeah.
Plus, I know that the guy that I work with is not going to call me for no bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go through that too much.
Yeah.
Everything he's done so far has been great. So
it's a great circle now.
yeah. So
It's much different when you have your circle already.
Yeah.
It is, and it's also critical because nobody can do it on their own.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
No.
Yeah, a lot of the smartest things you can do is recognizing where you fall short and finding someone to help with that.
And if you can find someone to help, that's the hard part because they're not it's not their company.
But also, are you helping for the right reason too? Right.
Right,
You know what I mean? Because some people might just help you because they're trying to get something out of you.
That's true.
That happens.
Versus
It's
that,
very difficult
that,
to
that they're
find.
genuinely like, yeah, let me help you. Like, I want to help you.
I think any job right now would agree that it's hard to find good, actual focus.
That's why I prioritize
Yeah.
character, man.
Right.
Like, no matter what, you know, that's something you can control.
You can control a
Yeah.
decent character. You know, do you want to be around other stuff? You don't have to be. You know.
Yeah. You can't control characterless people,
right.
but you can control your character.
You can
Yeah.
control your
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
stay away from them.
And you
Yeah.
can stay on it. Right.
Well, and that's the thing. I just turned 40 like earlier, like a few months ago, and I'm like, I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking halfway done. Dude, I'm like, but it's like, no, but I'm like, I've had this realization about it's important who I am putting in my field. You
I
know,
would
like
agree
how I'm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who you surround
it
yourself
impacts
with.
you in ways you can't even understand because it's like becomes part of who you are. And
Right.
So like if you're hanging out with people that challenge you, and that's the thing with this podcast, man, is like that I feel lucky to get to talk to people like you guys,
Man,
like
that's
on a
awesome.
regular basis.
Yeah, you're around
because
you're
the
around cut.
perspectives you guys bring and everything. It's like I feel great to be able. So I always want to be putting myself around that type of energy that makes me feel that way.
I hope you keep on doing it. It's if there's no channel for it, then how do people know?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's been my. If there's any gripe that I have, D would agree that probably if someone asked him, he'd say, "Yeah, Ter'ell's biggest gripe is just not enough visibility in many corners and pockets."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Which
this
I-
helps bring visibility.
And
or whatever.
we've been all over the map with it,
Right.
man.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
seen it. I mean,
People ask us like, "Oh, what's your podcast about?" It's like, what do you guys go on about? And it's like that kind of sums it up right there. Where it's
Yeah.
like we're just trying
Kinda-
to talk to cool people that also bring the best out of everybody.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right.
So this sort of North Stars in a way.
Yeah.
Well, I always tell some people, I'm like, look, especially the visual people, I'm like, y'all don't have any idea what it's like to be the only blind person in this big old huge thing on Mondays. Or when we're going on the road, I'm like, y'all just don't understand. Like it's a whole different thing because I'm the only one that can't see with his eyes, but everybody else can. And everybody's got all these different mentalities, and they want to make sure they do everything right, so they start getting a little weird. And now I just start telling people, I'll be like, don't worry, dude, you got the job already. It's okay. You can calm down. I have to like pat him on the back and shoulder and shit. Be like,
Anxiety. You don't get to see why everybody.
well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm curious, D, for you, like, does that free you up to just because you don't even like the level is so
Yeah,
crazy.
does it make it
but you're kind
easier
of
in a
here,
way?
just you're doing you. It does, but you're in that crazy environment. It's interesting.
yeah, it is. I still be me and do my thing, and I just tell people to relax. I mean, ask them nicely to relax before they say something really dumb to me. And then I have to turn a little darkish and blind on them. Save them and save myself too. Keep my job. But don't do nothing. Just
Staying chill is a skill.
It's a skill.
yeah, it is a skill for sure.
Well,
Trust me.
if there's been anybody that's come in with what you've done with Kill Tony Band, D, and made themselves kind of you've become such a like part of, I think, the identity of the whole band and the show itself even. I would say.
It feels
Yeah.
like that a lot. Like they get to see Austin all the time because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I love it, because it's like you're keeping it fucking real. Like that's where it's coming from. It's
Right,
just
right.
the like, yeah.
It's a trip, but that's why we got edibles and certain items that
Certain tools to help you get through it. Yes.
I need my medicine.
because when you do these like sometimes when we do 2 shows, it's a 13-hour day. We have to be there by 2:00. We don't get home. I don't get home sometimes till like 1 a.m., 1:30 when you do 2. One show
The
starts
real
at
work.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One show starts at 5, and then another one starts between 8 and 9. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
And I'm like,
And give it up for them. I mean, they work that hard.
Yeah, it's a full scale production. Like we were
And it
talking
works,
about how
What y'all are as right there with the Tonight Show band with any
Right.
professional, any level of any world class type shit.
Yeah.
The main similarity I see is the fact that the band is as much a part of the show as the hosts and the guests in terms of being like characters that interact.
They're real characters. Yeah,
For sure. That's
absolutely.
true.
Yeah, it was interesting. I saw a debate on Reddit from like somebody posted on the Kill Tony subreddit, the old band, Jeremiah, and they were like, I miss the old band. And then it was like, there were people in the comments debating the old band, the new band.
How it shifts a little bit, right?
And but the old band had the garage band feel, right? And that's it's like a startup, but what it is now is a mature adult show. Like it's
John Dees, man. Shout out to John Dees.
Yeah, shout out. We love John.
You know, he's gonna
kills it.
make sure you're gonna put together the killers,
And that's a talent in of itself, right? Like mixing those right ingredients, because there's killers all over the goddamn place out here. But who you're gonna select to put in that
particular part,
that grouping.
that band, it's definitely important to know that those types of things. Because I put bands together like a lot back in the day, and still do it sometimes, with my own project, and then within, I do that still. I used to do it a lot more back then, but I don't do it as much as I used to because that's when I was really doing it back then.
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's fucking stressful.
Yeah.
But it's fun too because like for me, like if I use 2 guitar players, I'll use one guitar player that both guitar players have different backgrounds, and then you put them together. Like Rye Dog and Carter, right?
Man.
You know that Carter has a different, kind of a background than Rye Dog.
Yeah, absolutely. It's incredible.
And when you put those 2 together, they learn from each other about their own, It's a very good mixture of things that I've had to convince people that it actually does work, which I've done now.
Do you feel like you're like kind of like a little mad scientist in that way? Like how you're mixing this together? Like, all right, let's see this work together.
I do.
Yeah,
I do it
I like
a lot. Like between when I had that band where I had 2 guitar players, 2 keyboard players, 2 drummers.
Goddamn.
And I played bass. It was like a 14, it was like, I call it Fat Home Breeze, P-H-A-T. And I had Rolf, he's totally different from John Dees,
Shout
right?
out to Rolf, yeah.
And so I used Rolf, and I had Rolf, Ordal, and John Dees.
Canned beats, yeah.
And then I had Carter Arrington and Rye Dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, I had Brandon Temple and Twink from D.C. that plays with us.
Shout out Brandon Temple.
Brandon Temple, man. The dude.
I asked him to come on. He's been a little busy, but I think we'll probably get him at some point.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying again. See, you're putting. These are the people. These are the cats. I'm just saying.
Dog, I know what's up.
Yeah, these are the cat. Me. I have a thing called Neckbone that if people can find, probably still online, and along with my Ter'ell Shahid like solo albums and stuff. Project. But these are all the same cats that are in these projects. You're seeing different expressions of these cats. So like when you go in there, it's a whole team. If you were into Goody Mob or some old Dungeon Family type of stuff, that's really that project because it's more based on a lot of lyricists and things like that. Even though I'm still singing and producing and all that, but all this stuff is kind of like even the bands the cover bands I've been in, like the Funk Mob. Actually Les is going to be doing something soon with us.
Are you DTF, dog?
Huh?
Down to funk. You make that on, put that on a shirt.
Yes, absolutely. I'm down to funk.
I'm always DTF, dog. Always.
But yeah, these projects, man, people didn't. There's a new Austin, so they don't.
Yep.
They don't know about all these projects we can name on and on going back.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. I've only scratched the surface, with what some of the cats we've had. Because it's like, I have Macintosh.
Right. Yes.
But I mean, there's cats like Carlos.
Yeah.
It's like these dudes they've got long, and I know you.
Well, look,
you got
Mac
both
came
you guys
even more recently. Even though he's such a master at what he does, he actually started late. I mean, we sat in the car when he comes on. He'll tell you about. We were sitting. He was like, "Man, I think I want to start a band." And this is, I met him. I don't know, 15, 20 years maybe ago, but. Everybody else is already playing in all these bands and everything. And he was like, hey, man, I don't know. Should I start a band at this point in my life? And I was like, he wants to do all this jazz and stuff. He knows it all. He already knew this. I was like, yeah, you're around the musicians. You know, and then now you got it, right? You got, matter of fact, one of the thing we're coming up soon, we got Michael Trio and Mac McIntosh, man. I mean, it's
Regal Room?
At Regal Rooms, man. It's a great thing to see. I mean, just to see this stuff and how Austin is changing into these badass rooms with.
We ran into each other overnight, actually.
Yeah, man. Brady Blade was in the building the other night.
I'm curious to ask you guys, as dudes who have been around the scene for some time.
Yeah.
How does it feel right now? And because maybe I'm wrong, but to me, I feel this kind of special time and place energy going on right now with Austin. Is that? Would you agree with that?
I would say it's special, both positive and negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Because
like anything.
Yeah, because what happens
Trade-offs.
is the face of Austin has been traded for sure. It's traded off from. Unfortunately,
it's global now,
right? And also, the people won't see what the stories were about because when they get here, that's already gone.
They'll see him right fucking here, my man.
They'll see.
That's what you want to know that? That's what this is.
Right. That's what this is.
That's what this is.
It helps them know. Okay, so what it was doing.
Because I recognize the OGs. Right. If there's any skill I have, it's that real recognize real, dog.
Right.
Facts. Like I know who I need to put in these chairs and who need like that's what it's about.
This is our modem for preserving the growth process.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm cataloging.
Right. I'm working on something like this too. Yes.
The badassery.
If you really think about it, if you really think about it, we're doing like a Lewis and Clark situation here.
Well, that was the thing too. Like I kind of think we stumbled into this in a sense because we kind of didn't exactly know what we were doing.
Yeah.
No,
most people stumble
in terms of like what we were how it was gonna be.
Right.
But I knew we wanted guests. But I was like, we started just him and I in my living room for like 6 months, just practicing, and then
really good.
Came on and then started doing this here, and it was like that. And I've done more other podcasts, but it's like the form it took. It's almost the best way, I guess, to do it is that it just kind of we let it just take the form it took on. Like this is where it's going because I'm just following energy.
Yeah, we followed the.
What is your hope? The point becomes revealed, right? As you're going along, it becomes revealed what it's doing. But from what I could tell from when I was looking at it. I was like, I told D, I said, man, we should really go on this show because I believe the future of kind of this type of talk of Austin is going to be in this type of space. Like, like okay, and they'll find out. Oh, wow, there's this huge history behind this guy, this thing.
Right. And it's like I'm the unique. I haven't been as much on comedy. I don't know if you heard Mike Hill Tony said not good.
Really?
Not good. But
I didn't see it. No. Okay.
Well, we're not watching it.
Come on, dude, bring it up. Yeah. Tony, you're killing him. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, it was a purification, is what it was. But I'm from the comedy side for a while, but I'm a musician even further back. But like, I have both sides. And so I can talk to musicians competently about music.
Yeah.
In ways that other maybe comedians that have podcasts can't. And then it's like vice versa. There's not really any musicians necessarily that can go to the comedian space. I can talk to both, and we do, like, so it's like, that's what I'm like. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, there is a definite, I would say, respect I have for comedians. And I never got to really sit and like talk deeper along with someone like Tony, even though I get to hang out, see him occasionally when I go to their stuff. But the respect I have for the comedian is a trip because while we're on stage with our bands and we're doing everything, and that's kind of why I liked D Madness's one-man show, is because it's a one-man thing. When you get up there, there's nobody to support. There's no band. Yeah. There's no solo getting ready to be taken. It's you and the microphone, right? And I jumped into comedy for a brief moment because a guy had convinced me to do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Great comedian, Kelvin Gertie.
Do you remember any of your bits?
Huh?
Do you remember any of your bits?
No, I don't. I don't remember any of them, but I can tell you that the first night, I surely got my head puffed up because the crowd was just, how it's just perfect for you.
Yeah.
Everything's for you, everything you say, everything.
It's like fish in a barrel.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not this funny.
Everything was working. Everything was clicking.
No, it's a thing. It's true.
Okay, you couldn't have tell me that I was not going to be the next thing in comedy. So then the next night comes and the whole entire crowd is changed out. I mean, it's not even remotely like the crowd.
Not the same vibe.
I mean, nothing at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So like
comedy
you need
like
a
flat,
lot, right?
just
You
like
need
flat.
Right. You need a whole bunch of jokes. Okay? You need a lot of material. You guys need to understand, you need to be able to switch all the way
to whatever.
Some
that
crowds need you
is,
to push them around a little bit, dude. They like it rough. You got to be rough with the crowd.
But
a little
even
bit.
being rough, you got to
Dude,
know.
Tony's audience, half of them want to see people fail. That's just what it is.
It is.
It's part of it.
It's
they
part of
get
the beauty.
roasted like a damn
Right.
damn
No, bro.
4th of July barbecue.
It's a roast show.
Not when I'm the
in a
fucking
way, yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but look at a lot of the stuff that they
Yeah,
do.
no.
The pros though, they're very consistent.
Yeah.
The pros
May
are
the
They are.
wing-
Well,
what,
and
what
it's
makes
like,
Dave Chappelle Dave Chappelle?
May the
He-
wings be
right.
with you, man.
dude.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you see? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's also like one set a comedian does not make,
Right,
right?
right,
Like,
right.
like I've seen people that just started out kill. I've seen people
Right.
that do years for years bomb. Like it's
Right.
there's not one set, and it's like that's why also like if you do really well too,
Right.
like you can't get too like high and mighty on that shit, bro.
No, you need to hold on before you get
You
too
had a good
excited.
set. That's it. You know?
Let's leave it at that and keep expanding, but don't get too goddamn.
No, well, that's where comedians get a little tied up with is the ego part because it does go to your head a little bit if you're like consistently killing,
Right, you know.
and you're like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. It's like, are you though? Because
Because there's some crowds that would hate you. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's known to happen.
Yeah.
It's harder to judge your own material as a comedian versus a musician too, I think.
I think so. It's much
Yeah.
safer to me seeing that I've stepped over into that for a second. The music, you kind of know what people in your vein, genre, you know what they dig.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, but comedy, moving around the country, jumping from place to place, it's funny. I can only imagine that how different, things can be, especially if they're not sure if they're into your style, your way.
Yeah.
Could be your first
well,
time
and some
playing
jokes work some
Minneapolis.
places that
Yeah.
don't work others. Like
That's true.
Right.
I moved to New York. I lived in San Antonio. I started there, did it 5 years, moved to New York in 2015, and I had like 30 minutes of driving jokes that they just don't work in New York.
Right, right.
Because they're just people don't fucking drive there. So it's like you just like all this material is just doesn't work.
Right.
They're all just
It's
looking
like-
at you like, "Whoa, this
Yeah,
these
so it's like-
fucking tourists in their cars,
Right,
doing
right.
this shit." Yeah.
Like the true test of good material to me is does it work? Does it work everywhere?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do you have some stuff that's solid like that?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think it's more on the comedian to be able to read the crowd and sort of tailor their set to
I think so.
what would get
That's
that
not
reaction.
pandering. Do you don't think that's pandering?
It's not pandering if you're still sticking to your own material.
Is it reading the room?
It is reading
Yeah.
because
Because musicians would do that too,
I absolutely
right?
do. So
Yeah.
I do that right now.
We do right. Me and D, no, really, on my own set, even though it's Ter'ell Shahid, or even if it's Blue Vinyl Crates, right? Sometimes because we're feeling, you're riding a wave, right? You're riding a wave, so D might just start. We didn't even say anything about it. He just says, boom.
Yeah.
And it really is, you're tailoring it to what's actually happening, even though you do have a set of songs. People would always ask me, what's your set list? I would tell them I have a set list. I do
We have a set
one.
suggestion.
Yeah, because sometimes I've been in
have
music.
one, yeah.
I've been in situations where I've had to ask somebody like, man, I don't know if you should do that song first. I think you should do that song somewhere else. Because sometimes the very first song you play can everybody leave. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's the first impression.
Yeah,
First joke
really.
bomb, same thing.
Yeah,
You're gonna walk the
it's
room.
just
Just
like-
how you moving in,
Because I love a flow. And I like coming in. I go into my, if I got a set list on one
I
of
need
my
to come in
files,
hot or maybe a little slower.
and
Right,
I-
well, think about
I
this.
do it every week.
Yeah, because you
On
walk in.
Tuesday.
Right.
How are you calibrating that? Like, what's your metric in terms of how you're saying this is where I need to be at?
Yeah, like where do you get your temperature from, really?
He gets there early.
I get there.
Is it a
early.
buzz in the room? Electricity's real, right? Do you feel that?
Right, right.
It depends. Yeah, I feel people's vibes. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm gonna change this and put this over here because I don't think that's gonna go right first, even though it's a dope song.
Yeah,
But
I do it.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, we all, like
do it,
you
yeah.
said, I start stuff sometimes. I don't, even if it's a set, I'm good at. It's all flow. I love flow. That's my favorite type of thing to do is to be spontaneous sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff instead of sticking to your thing. You never know if that it's gonna work.
Again,
Yeah.
your
You
ego
can
has
lose,
to, your ego has to get out of the way.
Exactly.
Well,
There's
and,
that
and,
part.
and you have to give yourself the freedom to let your ego get out of the way.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
let it get out of the way. Read
Because-
the room because
yeah.
So you were saying how to read it. Okay, I've had some shows, and of course, if my homeboy was here from the old cover band, he would let you know. We used to have these discussions. But you walk in one place, the people are already standing up, pressed up on the stage, faces in the air. It looked like they've had a couple of shots. They're already rowdy. It's fine for me to start high up, already up.
Yeah.
Beating them up, it's fine. They're already in that space, right? Okay, but the people are still clicking their forks together, trying to eat their lamb, sipping on.
You got to get it wet first.
Yeah, can we? You see what I'm saying?
I know
Someone who knows about having a girlfriend.
You got to prime it. You got to prime it.
Well, you have to prime this. We don't just move right in to beats. You know, I mean, so sometimes you move them in. They appreciate it though when you meet them where they are, and I think that's where.
Well, it's like you meet them where they are, and then you go, "Now come with me."
Yes.
This is we're going to funk land,
and they will follow you once you've done it.
That's what they. So I think maybe it's the same. Because I would say this from a comedian standpoint,
right.
The trust you gotta build the trust, a little bit,
right? You know what I'm saying,
right?
You gotta hook
and
the
then
crowd,
they
your
trust
first
you. They're
joke.
gonna give you more latitude.
They just let they let go.
All that. It's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with any act, an audience member, before the first note's played or the first joke is told, it's like, am I going to like this guy or am I not? And they're
do you
getting
even like
ready
him?
to make that decision in their head of like, yes or no, you know?
Yeah. You know, they're like looking at you. They're you know, they're checking it out, you know. And if you come across a certain way, you know what I mean, you get more rigid responses. But, you know, again, if they trust you, like you said, I think that's a perfect way to look at it. If they feel like, okay, this guy knows what's going on in the room.
Yeah, they like it. It works.
Well, that's
It's
the
almost
whole.
like a one of us feeling. It's like,
he's one of us.
Yeah, it's like, we're connected now.
Yeah.
Well, no longer a stranger.
Dude,
Right.
it's paramount though, because if you want to ask what went wrong with my Kill Tony set, I lost the crowd's trust before I ever told a joke because I fucked up and I started talking to the panel when I walked out like a dummy, not thinking, like going to your set, going to do your bit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
And it threw it off because the audience was immediately like, this is amateur hour shit. So they're not going to fucking take me seriously. Or at least I don't have enough time to win them back.
I'll give you
Not after that.
I'll give Tony some credit on this teaching too. I've heard him say this stuff before whenever I was there just visiting. Whenever you tell people to get off, like get on with it, do your thing.
Yeah.
Then ask them some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but
Yeah.
and I have to agree, like, you know, how about you do
What
But it's hard when Simon Cowell is staring you down.
right.
See, that's why I don't look.
Don't even look. That's right. I love that. There is no crowd. There is no person.
But it is the ultimate test of what are you doing? Are you bringing a motherfucker?
Yeah.
Then sit the fuck down.
Right,
like
right.
that. It's that. That's it.
kinda
Like
is.
Tony told me to quit comedy. Fuck that shit. I'm still doing it.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's his way of, you know.
But that's what you got to do. Think about it. They told
Constructive
Stevie
criticism.
Wonder. They told Stevie
It's
Wonder.
and it's also I understand what it is.
Yeah.
Like I'm not turning it into it. People turn things into things or not. It's like I almost had an out of body experience.
It's out of
Because I was watching it all. I was watching myself get shit on. Going, this is all just a show. It's just like.
You stepped out of that moment and almost had hindsight in the moment.
In the moment.
That's
Right,
exactly what it was.
right.
It's almost like I'm already in the future looking back at this going, this is so dumb.
Right.
You know, even though it's like,
I feel like you got to get that booed off the stage thing at least once. You need something wrong has to happen.
I played rooms in Uptown. I was the only white dude in the whole fucking establishment, and I'm like, I'm gonna be white for a minute. Deal with it. Like, no, you just gotta own it, bro. You gotta own it.
I think you need that for the right maturity to happen after. Because I think I was saying, like, told Stevie Wonder that Superstition was just raggedy. It wasn't gonna be nothing.
I'm glad you said that too. I
He
want to
said
talk
it wasn't
about
gonna
that.
be shit. I mean, really, the most popular. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, everybody either play it right or play it so wrong. They just want to so they can
just to play, they're gonna play it to death.
because they want to play it.
They told Andre 3000, hey y'all, you don't ever put that out. Your career's over. You know what I'm saying, like, I mean, it's #1 outcast. I'm just like, you know, it's just
My favorite take like that is Run DMC talking about Walk This Way.
Oh yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
Before they collabed, it was like, oh, that's just nothing but hillbilly trash.
That's just
you know?
no one's gonna let it. So sometimes you just have to just do what you do, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, somebody's gonna
I
tell
think you
it
got to
sucks.
stay true, right?
Right, yeah.
Like I think that should be priority one.
Right.
That's why I think it's better
If
for
you think you know what you're doing, do it. Yeah.
Stay true.
If you have a bad
trust your instincts.
If you have a bad first set as a comedian, it's better than having a first good set.
I
Because
think so.
It sort of primes you for that experience.
Yeah,
See,
because
you
if you
kept
have-
going.
yeah.
I didn't.
yeah.
Because my first experience was good.
So when you hit bad,
And when
it
I
was
saw
even
that
worse.
second experience, right, I was like, oh, yeah, this is not going to be something I'm
Oh, I was way wrong.
Yeah, no. I'm not taking this ass beating ever again. Understand me? I'm not just going to lay it out there to get whooped on purpose like that.
Yeah,
know,
well,
so-
we're masochists apparently. I think is what it actually is. Dude, no, we yeah, man, that's true. It is. It's I've often questioned that about doing comedy. Like, am I a masochist for continuing to do this? Because it's a lot of punishment.
I've known some comedians.
Yeah.
I've known some comedians, a few of them. I would say, yes, tough. I think rough stuff has to be expressed in it, where people see it's always fun for some reason. They look at comedians that way. I view them differently.
Yeah.
In that I believe they've had some rough stuff that makes them a comedian. Do you know what I mean?
They've been
Yeah.
tumbled a little
Right,
bit.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like what do they say? Comedy equals tragedy plus time. So
I think
that's
after
why
a
we can
while-
joke about 9/11 now.
I think once you crack, the jokes just keep running. Right? Once you just, I think once you hit
No,
that
but
certain-
it's what I say is that, and this is why I would never ever tell anyone you can't joke about blank.
right.
Is that for whatever, sometimes for comedy is like people's way of making the pain of life bearable. Okay,
I think that's what's going on.
Like,
Yeah.
like we're all gonna die, so we gotta laugh a little because like that's the only way it makes that reality that just sits there forever, for always, for everyone. It, like, let's just laugh so we can not think about that for a little bit.
I
you know?
believe it's and it's good and bad. It could be used too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
To
that's
like
gotta
an
be
over the top escape.
Dude,
or
D,
whatever.
like, you ever have those guys around the club that are like, they're always on, like they never turn it off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Dude, I hate those guys, bro. I don't even know who they are, but I hate them.
Yeah, they special.
He wrote a song about it. One hit, here you go.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's called Always On, motherfucker.
No, but you are right. Like having comedy to be able to just relieve that pain a little bit is a very helpful tool. But you got to be able to also feel the feelings and because
You don't need to deal with those. Yeah.
That's what sort of polishes off the rough edges. But it doesn't mean that you can't laugh about it,
Right.
even in the moment. Like last week, my car got broken into and I lost 2 guitars.
I mean, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, just when I hear gear being taken.
Yeah.
Didn't you get it back, though?
I got him back the same day.
Got him back.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's the spirit of the universe.
Before
In
I could
harmony.
wish all ill upon their families and everything, he finishes his story. I got my guitars back. You know what?
The
That is
same
wonderful.
day.
That
It was
hallelujah.
wonderful.
The same day.
It was a roller coaster of emotions. Yeah.
That's not an everyday thing.
No, that's
No,
like a
that's
never
very rare.
never day of occurrence,
Oh,
honestly.
my
Whoever
gosh.
gets their shit back.
I'll tell the story.
I only know one person that did.
For all you bands out there, I know they heard. If they ever watch this,
Don't leave your gear in your car,
Yes.
idiot.
even
I
if
felt
they-
like such a dumbass when I woke up the next morning. I was like, they're not there anymore.
even it could be locked up. I know
Yeah.
one of the guys. If he's listening, he'll know who I'm talking about. He had everything locked up. I'm just, it was just. But people are crazy. They'll steal the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, and you're just like,
Some of these people are professionals too.
Yeah, they are.
be
Yeah.
looking-
A lot of them.
They know how to look.
They know how to get
Yeah.
in and out quick.
Gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On when you're gonna get even. When you're gonna. I mean, if they've been like watching you, you never know.
If they know, like, oh, he gets home then.
Or he does this, or he's gonna park
Right,
here.
right.
I already know, and they're waiting.
They scout for sure. They scout communities.
But
man.
in this
Areas.
particular case, they were
Radar.
very dumb. They were very, very dumb.
Wow.
My day job, I work at Guitar Center, and they tried to sell it back the same day.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So now that wasn't smart.
Now, see,
No.
that's-
Yeah.
The
that-
funny thing is, they took my name tags out of my car, so they knew I worked there.
So that
Right. See,
has
that's-
that has a tinge of crack on it.
those
That
are
has
numbers.
right.
Yeah.
That has a
could've done
similar.
better than
It's
that.
like
right,
fucking
right.
when you take the money bag and it's got the fucking tracker inside it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done better than that. Jeez.
So that has a simmer of crackishness.
Hear that,
to
kids?
that story.
Theft doesn't pay.
Yeah, no.
All my shit back. It was beautiful.
At the same place where the guy is at.
They just brought it right back to me. Like I was scouring Facebook Marketplace, looking everywhere for like listings.
Boy, that's just.
I'm sorry. That story has to be. Y'all need to put that somewhere.
That's some.
So bring your own guitar. But look, this is a very nice guitar. We'd like to sell this to you.
Well, that was the thing. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay, it would have been really funny.
But when they came to sell it to us, we gave them like a ridiculous number so that they wouldn't leave.
Wow.
As we waited for the cops. So.
Dude.
Right. Yeah. You probably don't recognize it. She would never recognize your own guitar, of course.
Yeah.
They're fucking selling it back to you.
That's
Surely not.
You're like, no, I swear it was this color, dude. It was
amateur burger.
It was a very unique looking guitar. So immediately it was like, oh yeah, definitely. It was like all mother of pearl face. So
What did y'all think about that robbery where they went and got the little
Louvre?
Yeah, they went and got all of the diamond
like
stuff.
the biggest heist in modern
fucking
history.
Ocean's 11, dog. It's crazy.
Might have been like the biggest heist of all time. Maybe.
Didn't it seem a little too simple?
Oh yeah.
Dog, somebody's laundering money, bro. Somebody's getting an insurance fucking payment, dude. I'm telling you,
It
bro.
seemed a little too simple. Ladder, big ladder.
Yeah, no, that shit was like you stole 100 million jewels
That was
jewels
like
with
Wile
a
E.
fucking
Coyote-
ladder.
with a ladder and just crack it when that's
And
Wile
you're
E.
like-
Coyotes type of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too
Too on the nose. Yeah.
like how could your security be so?
We're keeping the most
Fucking
precious
French.
jewels in the world,
Dude,
and you can just basically.
It's literally like a shitty writer's story of a heist because like what's a fancy like place I could rob? The Louvre, the first place any writer would think of.
No dropping down, no Mission Impossible, no lasers.
No. You don't need any of that shit. You just need a crowbar and a ladder.
Ladder
That's
and
it.
some crowbar light and
all
some
you need.
gloves.
Dude,
Yeah.
Some old Home
we're
Depot.
going to
action.
break into the Louvre.
Exactly. That is.
I'm sure they also use bags with big dollar signs on them.
Right, you feel like don't you feel like that's a walk out with the big bags, with money written on the bag
Right
when
in
you
front of
leave.
the fucking
right,
cop.
right.
Stolen jewels.
He's like
Stolen
helping
jewels.
a hot chick with some shit.
Right.
She's like, so where's the
That cop
She's
on
a
South
plant
Park.
though. She was there to
for real,
distract
yeah.
him as they were walking
As they
out.
were taking
Officer
the
Barber.
shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
See.
bro. Oh my god, dude.
that seems a little too easy.
It is a little too easy,
That's
bro. That's why I'm
ridiculous.
like that kind of shit. Anytime it was the same feeling for me that you're describing with
Right.
Charlie Kirk. Sorry, I don't mean to take it all this way, but with this shit,
I'm sorry.
When
the
they
views
found,
and opinions. I took
No,
you to
no,
Charlie
no.
Kirk on you. I'm sorry.
dude, when they found the bullet and it had Antifa shit on it, I'm like, this is too neat, dude. This is too fucking
Too
neat.
clean.
This is all too
After
neat.
the plane blew up, just the
Bro.
ID identification just fell ever so gently.
But anytime it's like, bro,
Right.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I let it go. I just stopped watching a lot of stuff on TV a
no,
long time ago.
dude, turn
Oh,
off your
yeah.
television and watch your life improve.
Right.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
like
I
go
think so.
go outside, go play music, go
Do something.
I don't watch
Yeah.
the news at all.
pet your dog,
either.
fucking
I got 5 dogs.
volunteer
Hell yeah.
at a shelter or something. Like, yeah, stop looking at fucking TikTok.
Put it down. Let it go.
I say that as I'm about to like create a TikTok.
hey, because you know where they are. You know where they are.
Well, it's like it's necessary evil type shit.
You
man.
know where they are. We wish you weren't there, but we know where you are.
Yeah, dude,
Why, where and why?
bro,
And why?
We understand.
dude. So, dude, I want to ask you about this because we have like about 15 minutes or so, probably a little bit. The Dixie Chicks. Tell me about this. What happened with the Dixie Chicks? I read something about this.
What happened with me and the Dixie Chicks?
Like did you try out for the Dixie Chicks? Is that true? Did you audition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mean, but,
Or just kind of went to vibe it out?
Because I didn't even know. Yeah, like I wasn't even really thinking about trying to hang out. Like Dixie Chicks was never on my.
And they were still the Dixie Chicks at this point, right?
Yes, they were.
Now they're just the Chicks.
Not that just the chick.
Were you
Right.
offended at that time?
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, because I never knew them as the Chicks. I always knew them as the Dixie Chicks.
No, well, they changed because nobody asked for them to do it.
Yeah.
No, nobody said they were offended, and they changed it.
I know. It's interesting.
Oh my
no,
god,
yeah,
it's
funny.
but no. So and then from what I read, they wanted you to play something like a certain way, and you're like, I don't like that, or like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Well, I mean.
Were you that nice about it?
Yeah. I wasn't mean. I just didn't. Do it. That way.
They asked, I didn't do it. Yeah.
but like, were they like, let's play, and you're like, okay, and they're like, can you do it this way, and you're like, yeah, okay, and then you just didn't, or did you just stop the whole thing and be like, I'm not gonna do this?
Not like, yeah, this is too cheesy. I couldn't hang with it. I mean, the bass lines. I mean, I draw the line sometimes when it comes to me playing bass lines. Like, dude, this is not me playing. I don't play undope bass lines. I write really good bass lines. And then, you know, if you got a non-bass player telling you to do this, and it's like, would you do that? Would you do that? Shit?
Surprisingly, his answer will probably be yes.
Yeah,
that's as far as he could go.
You know why? Because he's a square, dude.
Well,
have
I'm
an
kind
open
of all right
mind.
with. Trust me, I'm way past it. I don't even. You know.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Because
hilarious.
they were the chicks. Because I remember after that, that's when Brandon was doing stuff with them too. Brandon
Oh,
Temple.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's when they weren't the Dixie Chicks anymore.
Oh, okay, they had already.
They had already changed the name.
Yeah.
That's
And,
yeah.
You know, and to me, it felt like it was going to be a short-lived thing. And even if I had gotten I don't think I would have, you know, continued it.
It wasn't
Yeah.
the shooting star that was gonna.
No.
You were
Yeah.
be able
Not-
to ride.
Not something I'll be looking
Well,
forward to.
now you're
Yeah.
you're on a show that gets watched by millions of people a week at this point. So I think you're like, that's a pretty solid.
Yeah, well, I mean,
know.
every night. I mean, now I have to wear clothes that are picture worthy, no matter where I'm going now.
That's right. That's right.
I could be out in the middle of nowhere, Lakeway, anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like I played in Buda last week, and like a place called Nate's, and I was playing with D-Soul Davis. Shout out to D-Soul Davis.
Hey, D-Soul.
And I took 15 pictures that night. 15.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was trying to leave too, and I finally left, but I was like, I mean, to me, I don't really let it, you know, like get to my head, and it's nice to be appreciated, and I don't really take it as far, but everybody else is like, do you realize I'm now? I was like, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna just like be like that about it, because I don't, you know, because that's just not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's appreciative, but it's just not me. Like, it's not like I'll never be able to look at the damn pictures anyway. So, what the fuck? I mean,
Well, you know what I hope happens.
there's
D?
only a level of shit that I can appreciate. You know?
Well, you
So
know
I
what?
guess this is valuable. Yeah.
Do you know what I hope happens though?
But
with
you're
something like
welcome.
that?
Yeah, right. That's all I can.
With
yeah.
D, I noticed that people recognize him and stuff. Even my kids will be, I recognize, you know, because they already knew him, but they're like, D's Madness is on this or that now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I'm hoping it does is get people to pay attention to his own projects and to some of
Yeah.
these other projects. What happens is people associate you with
all the rest
where
of
you are, and that's the end of looking at
Yeah.
it, right? You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
to look at John or Matt. There's a lot of projects that they
Yeah.
actually have, like
Oh, yeah.
that I have, of course, that are
were-
incredible projects. So I'm hoping that people will go down these rabbit holes, like, oh, let me see what does D Madness actually
Yeah.
do his own, like we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing a D Madness.
Let's talk about
thing.
that because, like, worth
Right.
taking a second on this to mention that what you guys are doing on Tuesdays. Everybody's like knows Groove Line, right? But what y'all are doing previous to that,
Yeah.
dog, y'all are bringing it in a way that, man, bro, it's infectious groove is what I described
is,
it
it
as.
is.
It's infectious
I,
groove.
I try to.
I'm infected with your groove, dog. I got the groove because I was DTF.
You know what I'm saying? He was down the funk, and you brought the groove.
I try to do everything, you know, a different type of thing each week. And
Your
sometimes,
setup's crazy too, man.
I'll bring some things back that I know that hits really hard, you know, and not everybody's the same. People are not gonna always be, so it doesn't matter. It's gonna be new to somebody that's never heard the song before.
Absolutely.
Especially
Yeah.
my nice notification at the end of my.
And
thing
even
I
if
put
it's
in the
not
night.
new, it's music. People don't. It's not like comedy. People don't mind listening a second time or third time or 100 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
But you rotate so much; it's very seldom that they're going to hear the same thing unless they
Well,
go for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
And y'all are riffing
That's
a lot
kinda
of
the
that
idea.
too.
Yeah.
So, like, it's every. That's the thing about it. That's every experience. Every Tuesday's a different
It's gotta be
experience.
different,
It's a
yeah.
different
Yeah.
snowflake.
Yeah,
It is.
You know?
It really is.
and
It
I like
is.
doing that, you know, because it's the one night that I don't have to follow anybody's rules.
Bro.
Like I do everything else mostly. I mean, not with Ter'ell, but you know, there are bands. There's job bands.
No,
you
yeah.
have to pay,
And-
you have to do these things.
And even in my band, it's real. It's just songs. We're not making it up. We're playing like
Actual
tunes that
songs.
we actually play. So in this sense, we get to actually be, and the audience gets to see us do what we would typically do, writing sessions, like sitting
Yeah.
around, like coming up, letting D,
Yeah.
hey, I got this track already, y'all. Boom, come on,
Yeah.
get on, let's move it.
Yep.
And so everybody's actually watching that on Tuesdays at the beginning. This is happening in real time.
You're kind of seeing a apologies. You're kind of seeing a like you're seeing how the sausage gets made a little bit
how it
in a
may-
way.
how
Right.
This
It's
is
a recipe.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
See how's the meal gonna turn out?
Yeah.
and like maybe dope shit in its infancy, like ideas that might turn into
End up
like
later on.
yeah.
End up being songs you'd be like, dude, I think that's the track from you know, like
Oh
It's
yeah.
also kind of like the modern equivalent of
And
like
there's
demo
some. I'm
tapes.
definitely
right,
one,
right.
you
Yeah.
know.
There's somewhat.
There's some that I already know that's gonna run into being a song.
yeah, they're already gonna be a song. We know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way about certain jokes I write. Like where I'm like, that's definitely like it's gonna work. I just
That's
know it.
going
It's gonna
in.
work.
Right, right.
You feel it.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, how do you like whenever you put that out? To me, also there's the part of it where it's coming from the channel, the emotional charge, and how do you keep that fresh in you if you're doing like the same material? What am I going to do to like change that up and keep it fresh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty good at if I don't like something that I think I'll switch it, I'll change it, I'll rewrite it. You know.
Yeah.
I rewrite stuff too. Sometimes I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Or I'll just take another part and change the
Different versions?
Different versions. You know, I got all kinds of different versions of stuff. It's fun.
I think we all do that, yeah.
And Bob Marley guy, I mean, think about him. How many versions you think he got of any of his tunes?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
For some reason, you know, I record and I'll have certain songs that I just know are going to make the record right away, but there's other ones that eventually over time became something from being redone, rechanged. Eventually it became a song that was
Would you say that there's like songs that you do like similar with how a comedian would like polish a joke, right? Like work a bit.
Yeah.
Like songs that you work and refine? Or is it you just throw it out if it's not working? To
No,
start?
for me,
Or go let it cook some more back in the subconscious.
well, sometimes I'll just like leave it there and I'll come back to it later, you know.
Right.
Sometimes depending on what kind of mood I'm in, but
Yeah.
That's me a lot.
I'm like, so I don't erase it. I just kind of, I save it and then I just move on. I'm like, yeah, we'll go back to that. We'll see. It'll come around.
Right.
You know, just in full circle eventually.
I think I do that too. I mean, I use certain songs until I'm absolutely certain I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it kind of sits in the catalog. And me and John talked about how we're kind of all cursed a little bit with. We do keep revamping or either working on the song a little too long
Yeah.
because we want it to be the way we want it to be before we
Yeah.
drop it.
That could take a while. That's like
It could
working on
already
that.
be jamming right now, but we want, like, I just want Deuce and Mike J to jump on this tune that we got, and I was like, okay, so it's good now, but I just want to hear their voices on top of the track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to drop it just because I want it to. I'll feel fulfilled if I have every single
Thing that I want on it.
thing I want. You know what I mean?
But then after that, like let's say you get that, there's another thing that comes with all art. It's always a matter of saying when to stop because you know,
When to stop.
A song is never done.
Yeah, right. You got to know when to say that's
Oh
it.
no, yeah, it's like doing records. I do when I'm doing my records. I'm like, if you keep up with this, this record won't get out of. You know, I'm just like I've had to just like be like, because even when you listen to that record after you put it out, you're still gonna have that stuff in your head. Like I could have done this, I could have done
right.
that.
Yeah.
but it's a long ass,
Right.
drawn out process that you know you kind of might need to like.
At a certain point, you need to commit.
Yeah,
You do.
just like-
You do
Yeah.
have to commit and be okay with the song is what it's supposed to be at this
yeah,
point. That's
trust.
it. Trust it. Let it go.
Yeah.
in live, if you want to do it too,
Yeah.
you can add. You still do those elements that you thought about or whatever it is. You know, when you play it
Yeah.
out in public.
I used to love. I think we all liked when Prince would do that. He would change certain versions that you would hear when you heard the live version. You would be like, God dang it, this is incredible.
yeah.
It'll be a
Different
different. It's a different
experience,
thing. You know, like
And that adds a uniqueness to like buying the ticket to go to that show because
Right,
you
right.
got something that you're not going to be able to reproduce
Just
at home
not going to get it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's good.
until they upload it on YouTube a week later.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and even
Yeah,
that,
I
it's
understand.
even that
Still.
it's not going to capture what it's like to get that live experience.
Yeah.
As an avid live music person,
Yeah.
there's just nothing that can touch that
in the
experience.
room, in the room is different. Yeah,
It is you get to go to a different plane
right.
than just, and then you can go to a great plane even just listening in your
Yeah.
car or whatever.
Good
but like
headsets, all that
There's
kind of
something
stuff.
about listening to it as a collective, as an audience, that makes it different.
It just feels like
Yeah.
some kind of thing is happening all at one time.
That you as a
Right.
group are experiencing.
well, and it's imperfect, but it is what perfect imperfection. Like it is what that's kind of what it's supposed to be
Yeah,
in that
you know,
sense.
like
You know,
you're
like
right there.
we're not writing a perfect song here. We're just musically getting crazy. You
Right.
know? Yeah.
And that's what he calls it therapy. I used to do a thing
Hell
that was
yeah.
a therapy too, but I believe it is. Like there's music that can make you sick, but there's music that makes you feel better. And it's not just because of what's like you said. It's not because any one thing. It's just because it may have the right direction of the song. It also could have the right group of people playing it, the passion involved, all that. You know. It's there.
And I love too that you guys are like friends come hang out and go up and
Yeah.
you know. And it's not just friends, it's very talented friends.
Very talented. Very talented friends.
That part.
Shout out to Ice Water,
the
Yadira, and
cream
all
of the
y'all.
crop.
It is
friends.
though, yeah.
For real though.
Yeah.
But it's like that's the fun part about though, you know, going in and being like, oh yeah, like who might even pop in this week.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
because
Yeah,
you don't
I think
know.
Zura jumped in last week. You know,
Like
just
this is
everything.
awesome. It's very possible Gary might stop in, or it's very
He could.
possible, you know,
very
Eric
possible.
might come through, or somebody that's
Yeah.
like, you know,
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
they're endless.
right.
I saw
There's
Jason Momoa, dude. The fucking Sea Boys, bro.
Isn't that crazy? Everybody
Fucking
said that.
Aquaman, dog.
No, man, we thought that if we
You
said
saw
it,
him.
remember we said it looks
No,
like
I was
him,
like-
and we were like, it is, and it was.
I was like, am I
actually,
just really high, or is that Jason Momoa? He's like, both.
But that's Austin now. That is what that's what it is. You
There's
know.
a gravitational pull
Right.
going on
No,
right
it-
now. And like you were saying, it's like a point in time where things have just escalated and
Yeah.
evolved to a point where, you know, it's exponentially growing, which is cool. It's a
Yeah,
cool
that's
experience.
cool. It is. And I think when everybody adjust, and if the venues can also capture from what you guys are doing a little bit more history,
Yeah.
it will balance itself out if that can happen. You know.
Yeah, well, and it's like you guys are like two of the realest cats around town,
Oh,
and
thank you. Yeah, man.
yeah,
You do.
I mean, like so much respect for you guys, and like especially D. Like, it's kind of crazy to be like have comedy and music kind of come
Yeah.
together as they have.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a trip.
it's wild, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's like that's what I feel grateful to be around like such talented motherfuckers, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Man, and you know, we say that every now and then they don't illustrate it that much in comedy, but a lot of comedians actually do have musical prowess as well. They don't
Comedy
like,
is musical.
the guy that wrote the in Hangover,
Bits have beats.
he really is playing that. Or you know, Jamie Foxx, crazy good musician, crazy good singer and writer, but also insanely hilarious. I mean, but people may not have known that other section until later. You know what I mean? Even though he probably was a musician first. You know?
Yeah.
They're both art forms that influence emotion.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, and I feel like, yeah, dude. I mean, what you guys do with Tuesdays, like that's tapping into that emotion. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's like I feel like I know I wish we had more time, but you know, like for any listeners that are here with us still, which I'm sure we'll have a few at least. Check out a Tuesday if you haven't been, because that dude, what you guys are doing over there, don't just go for Groove Line. Like, go check out. Your setup, D, is crazy, dude. It's like you've got like multiple things. You got a keyboard on one side, you got a bass drum snare in front of you, you got your
Well, you know,
some other-
also just so people don't trip out, because you know sometimes the Groove Line Horns will go out on tours, you know, whatever,
and then y'all are headlining on the Tuesdays.
and yeah, but
Play
they'll
the
be
night.
back, and vice versa. Sometimes D is gone for a brief moment, but that night it'll always get it'll always be back to that same thing at some point.
The default.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's worth making. I mean, no matter what, it's a great night.
Yeah.
It's worth the trip.
It's worth the trip.
going
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll probably be there.
Yeah. You know
Also,
what I'm saying?
Jason Momoa.
Dude. No, for real. They should be Jock in Austin. They really should.
That place
Should be that
attracts
way. Right.
such talent, Seaboys.
Yeah,
And that's
very
why it feels special because it's like, it's
Right.
It's got that kind of like special vibe about it.
Yeah, I'm even trying to put my other project back, and I was in.
They should
for a
pay
while.
me for all the promo I do for them.
On the real, but no, for real. They getting that love though in this type of arena is important because it doesn't always get it on the other stations. It's,
No.
when you move outside of singer songwriter or folk or country, a lot of people don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So you're giving them a peek. You know what I mean? Of like, there's another little circuit.
Yeah. No, and it's like some crazy talented motherfuckers just kind of lurking.
Just chilling.
That's like Nick in Groove Line. This dude's like casually filthy as fuck, dude. I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah.
just like casual as fuck. Just you're like, God.
I played 20 years with him.
Bro,
not
they're out here.
in the funk mob, and then before that, he was the original bass player in my original project.
Yeah,
That's how long I've been around Nick, right? Yeah.
Dude, that dude is
Crazy,
shout
right?
out, bro, to Nick.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
He's a killer, bro.
Killer, right.
But dude, we are unfortunately out of time because of the. This guy's got to be at a show here, so
We do too.
Our producer Josh,
Yeah.
but we thank you guys, bro, for coming
Thanks,
on
you
again,
guys.
man. Like
Cody.
seriously. Oh,
Thanks for
D,
giving
by
us
the
the
way,
time.
could you just say like, yo, this is D Mattis. You're listening to the Cody Catcast. Could you just say that for us for the camera?
Say that again.
Just say, yo, this is D Mattis, and you're listening to the Cody Catcast.
Yo, this is D Madness. You're listening to the Cody podcast. They are. I'm not.
Thank you guys
Cody
for coming,
Kai.
bro. I really appreciate y'all.
Kinda
Seriously,
is.
though.
Yeah.
Everybody's taking it in 60-second samples. It's
man.
fine.
No,
But
it's
we're getting
cool.
it out, bro. We're getting it out.
We're making it
Yeah,
out.
I'm
we're
glad
getting.
it's cool.
Yeah, we're getting it out there, and we appreciate it. And like, hopefully, we'll get you guys back in the not too
man.
distant future next year.
Bring everybody you got. Keep them rocking from the circuit.
Yeah,
We
bro,
appreciate
you
That's our
could. You
goal.
better
Oh, yeah.
believe it, bro. I mean, that's what we're about. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm about. I know Kai, and we're so real conversations happening. With dope motherfuckers. Yeah, and that was today. So appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
man.
you.
Yeah, y'all be good, man. Have fun
All right.
tonight.